How's everybody doing? It's Daniel with Top Notch Property Service LLC, and today I have a very special piece of equipment that I want to share with you guys. I mentioned in my last video that there might be something that I'd be purchasing. So for those of you who know me, you already know what I'm about to show you. But for everyone else, I'm going to grab the keys and show you guys the new machine. All right, so this is it. This is the new machine that I'm absolutely thrilled to own. So my father helped me out a ton with getting this thing. He helped me get signed up for, well, he helped me co-sign on this machine. So, and he also offered to put some money down on it to help me, lower my monthly payment on it. So I'm paying about $200 a month for this thing, and it's gonna pay dividends in returns. It's gonna help me earn a lot of money. So it'll definitely pay for itself. But anyway, this is a Scag Vride XL 52-inch with Briggs Vanguard 40 horsepower EFI. And this thing is an absolute beast. So it really chews through the tall grass. I haven't really tried it out on anything tall yet, but I know for a fact that it will handle tall grass because it has 40 horsepower. So it's going to do way better than my other mower that I was using, which I'm grateful to have this thing as well. So my family actually donated this to me when I first started my business, and that's what I've been using for the last probably 2 seasons. So it's limping by, and it was struggling, and this year it was starting to kind of run funny. So now we have the nice new equipment here, and I won't have to worry about anything breaking down. So I'm absolutely beyond grateful for having this machine. But anyway, so some of the features of this thing, it has dual fuel tanks. So it has one over here and one over here. I'm not sure exactly how many gallons it holds. I think it holds about 10 gallons total. Also, the difference between this model and the Vride 2 is that it has a thicker frame up front. So this piece is a little thicker. So it's more commercialized, more heavy duty. The Vride 2 is awesome, by the way. I don't have anything against the Vride 2, and I debated on buying one, but I figured they just had this nice one, the new model, and I figured if I'm gonna spend that much money, I might as well get the newest one. Plus it has some blacked out rims, which I think looks amazing. So a lot of black accents on here, trim accents. It's got this right here, which is blacked out. This is blacked out. The engine's blacked out. The covers on the engine. This is obviously blacked out. The tanks are blacked out. The wheels are blacked out. So overall, it looks really nice. It looks really sharp. What else? So the main difference was that, the color differences between the Vride, the frame. It also has, different engine options you can get for it. I went with the 40 horsepower. They have a 38 horsepower Kawasaki, and another engine option as well, I believe. And the deck height is the next major thing over the Vride 2. This deck height will adjust a little higher. It goes up to like 7 inches, I think. So this actually was another reason why I bought this machine over the Vride 2, is because my trailer here, for some reason, if I use a Vride 2, it likes to bottom out a little bit, so I have to use ramps. So I went with this because they have a little bit more curb height, so it raises up quite a bit. So this will get up over curbs easier and also help me get onto my trailer. So I never had any issues with getting this thing on or off the trailer, although it does bend the crap out of this thing. I'm gonna have to reinforce this somehow because there's so much weight. The mower's so heavy. I think it weighs 1,000 pounds, but anyway, this thing is a beast. So I did get to try it out a couple times, and it was amazing. It runs really good, and I haven't seen too many videos on the Vride XL. I've seen a few, but I'm going to be making a ton of footage on this, posting a ton of videos on it, so you guys can check this thing out. They make it in the 60-inch and the 52-inch. Oh, sorry, the 61-inch, the 52-inch, and the 71-inch, or whatever that is, 72-inch. The 72-inch option has the option for the dual wheels. I think it's a kit that you get for the 72-inch, and I believe the 72-inch has slightly bigger tires. I could be wrong. I know there's the different tire sizes that come on each one, but I think the dual wheel kit is available on the 72-inch, or it's going to be available shortly. I'm not sure. I don't need it for this thing. I'll probably not need it, but I think it's to help on hills with the bigger one and help it from scalping, the 72-inch. But anyway, that's an option for those. But this engine is available, I think, on all three of them, on all three XLs. But yeah, let's start this thing up for you guys. I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like. Again, I'm absolutely thrilled to have this thing. I just picked it up the other day and it has, well, I think there's 4 hours on it, 4 or 5 hours on it now. It's a little smoky and it has a hard time starting sometimes, but there it is. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, looks like 3.6 hours on it so far. I gotta check all my fluids and stuff. But so the operating controls are the same as the V-Ride 2. You get your parking brake over here. Parking brake will engage right here. So this actually digs into the tire. That's what applies the parking brake. And when you apply this parking brake, it also locks the hydraulics here as well. You've got a charging port here, which is pretty sweet. This is your blade, your PTO disengagement, your key, your ignition, and your throttle control is here. So same standardized features, same exact features as all the other Scags, I believe. And then this here is your deck control, which I can do pretty easily. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the easiest, but it's certainly not difficult. I mean, I'm leaning against this thing, but I've got one hand and I can do it. You know, really, it's really not hard to lift. So for those of you who are wondering how heavy that thing is, I mean, it's heavy to move, but it's not too heavy. So yeah, I love the dual fuel tanks. When you want to switch tanks, you just flip this. I believe this one is for the right side and this one is for the left side, or maybe vice versa. I can't remember which side. But you've got little tanks, gauges right here on your tanks to tell you how much fuel. You can tell I've been using more on this side because it's down below half and this one is above 3/4. So yeah, overall this thing is amazing, and this is nice. So again, this is black too. This is all blacked out. Everything's blacked out. So this thing looks amazing. Runs great. It does smoke a tiny bit when I first started up in the morning. I think that was smoke. I don't know what that was. Not really worried about it at all. It's a brand new engine, so whatever it does is fine with me, as long as I mean, I'll check the oil level and stuff on it. But yeah, this thing's amazing. It's got the Velocity Plus deck, and I haven't sharpened the blades yet. So that's something I'm going to do shortly. Sharpen the new blades, make sure they're nice and sharp for the season. But this thing does a really good job of mulching up leaves. It does a really good, it's incredibly fast. When I drove this thing, I was ripping. I was just going back and forth, you know, up and down the street with it. And I felt like I was driving a car. I was doing felt like I was doing 15 miles an hour. I believe it goes 12.5 miles an hour, but for me, over this thing, if you can imagine, that's a huge difference. And I'm able to, my favorite part of a stand-on mower is the fact that I can just get on and off the dang thing, and you're not doing the whole trash debate. So no more trash debate. Wondering if I'm gonna stop and pick up that piece of trash. I'm just gonna stop real quick and just get it. So I'm super happy to have this machine. Hope you guys are doing well, and thanks for sharing. I mean, thanks for liking. Hope you guys like and subscribe, like and follow. And I'll keep some more videos coming on this machine. And again, I appreciate you guys' support for growing the channel. And we'll have more videos on this thing. And I'm super excited. So like I said, I've cut a couple of lawns with it, but the season is still early here. I know my buddy's out there mowing like crazy for all his accounts, and I should have done my accounts, but we got rained out, and I've got 1 or 2 more lawns to do. I've only got a few lawns this season starting out. I'm doing a lot of landscaping work right now, so I don't have a whole lot of clients yet this season, but I'm going to add more as the season progresses, because I definitely want to put this thing to use. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll have tons more videos on this thing. So yeah, like and subscribe, and like and subscribe and like and follow, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.